I want to welcome you all, everyone, on behalf of the Greater Harrisburg Area NACP AXO program. I'm Albert Brunson. I'm the chairperson of the Greater Harrisburg Area AXO program. I'm also the statewide AXO chair. We thank you for coming out tonight. This is our award recognition program where we recognize the students for their participation in the local AXO competition. During the year, we had a number of students that we worked with, more than 30 students, about 20 students came to the competition. We emphasize all year long that there are no losers in the AXO program. We have this award ceremony tonight because our young, budding geniuses took the step forward to compete in what turned out to be one of 16 different categories at our AXO competition. Well, what's important, especially for the students, now there's a number of students I want to let you know that are not here tonight because there's honors tests, honors recognitions, there's tests that they're taking, and in our judgment, those are legitimate excused absences. We will be calling out their names anyway. We have with us tonight, first thing I wanted to do was to express, I got a phone call from Representative Patty Kent, who prepared these resolutions that I have in my hand for each of our AXO contestants. And she was very, very apologetic. Now, this is Representative calling me on the cell phone. I'm like, okay. Very apologetic to me that she couldn't be here in person to present these resolutions or these notices. So I wanted to start out by letting you know that the level of commitment that the community has in the belief that your talent and the talent that resides in our African-American student community is a high level of commitment. I have here, seated at this table, I just want to say next I have Representative from the Mayor's Office, the Honorable Carl Singleton. Here on behalf of City Council, Mr. Wes Majors. I'm also just letting you know that the superintendent of schools had to be at another meeting. You might have seen that they advertised this morning. What the Harrisburg School District is involved in now is trying to cover our students on all fronts. So she's very apologetic about not being here. But I also have the president of the Harrisburg School Board, Danielle Robinson. Would you please? Just please be seated up front. And I'm letting you know that some of these persons that are here have other commitments, but just came to be present so you can see, reach out and touch and see the level of commitment that they have towards this AXO program. I have here a member of the National Board of the NACP who is also the second vice president of the Greater Harrisburg Area Branch, Jessica Butler Grant. A representative from the Hershey Company, Alexandra O. 2 representatives from Giant Martins. We know them as Giant Foods. Giant Martins. I want to introduce Mr. David Snyder and Mr. Nathan Smith. Long-standing supporter of our program and all the awards that you see from L. Myers Associates, Mr. Larry Myers, the CEO. We have support from the ASME Local 2536 and District Council 90, and we have the President here, Nicole Travis. Other dignitaries that we ran our seats for, but I have to acknowledge that in the audience, 2 individuals who are responsible for starting this year a new coaching and enrichment program where we are using college students who have to go through screening in order to do all the child protective clearances. And they're traveling to Elizabethtown University to come to work with our students. During the year, in the coaching and enrichment program, the 2 individuals who got that program off the ground. First, the brainchild of Mr. David Stewart. We're going to try this, Joel. Joel Janisasi. Did I get it? These are the individuals from the Elizabethtown College that have done a college program for us that we learned a lot that we're going to be growing in the future to work with our local AXO students so that they can be students who are going to be getting college credits, community service credits for coming in and working with our high school students to get their projects prepared. I have with me also a long-standing supporter from the Susquehanna School District, the principal of Susquehanna Township High School, Keith Still. Quote, new recruit, only new in terms of her involvement in this year's program, but not new in terms when I met with her and explained to her that I needed her involvement to start finding these students in the area of the performing arts. I am pleased to introduce to you the Executive Director of the State Street Academy of Music, Amy Demonovic. Thank you very much. Without further ado, I want to move right towards the presentations of the proclamations. If I could start, Carl, if you would just come. And Carl Singleton, special assistant name. Yeah. He's got so many times. The man, Carl.
Yeah. So, the head custodian, that's all. That's it. So it's of course, every year it's an honor for us to be invited down to recognize and expose the rest of the public to our talent that we have here in the Harrisburg area. So the mayor's office, always takes pride in participating in such an occasion as this. What I'd like you to know is that I will read the proclamation quickly. Each student has a proclamation and it reads as such. Whereas the mission of NAACP Harrisburg Academic, Cultural, Technology, and Scientific Olympics, AXO, is to help with overcoming the vicious cycle of low scholastic expectations and achievement that plagues Black, underserved, minority youth throughout Harrisburg, to strengthen Black high school students' academic skills and inspire the confidence they will need to succeed as adults, and to offer individualized academic mentorship and diverse enrichment activities. And whereas the Harrisburg AXO program has 2 major components, regularly scheduled enrichment workshops and the Olympics of the Mind competition and ceremony. held during the academic school year, where volunteer coaches work with students on projects and assignments designed to enhance the students' knowledge and skills in the sciences, arts, and humanities. And whereas the goal of the Harrisburg AXO program is to encourage earnest effort so students gain the confidence and skills they will need to thrive as adults. AXO's primary goal is to continue and expand not only the number of students served at the high school level, but to more aggressively reach out to 8th grade students to introduce them to the rewards of academic and artistic endeavors. Whereas promoting the existence of AXO is a commitment that thwarts vicious cycles of low expectations and low scholastic achievement that is plaguing communities throughout our nation. And whereas African Americans and Latinos represent over 70% of all students attending Harrisburg Public Schools, and investing in them is an investment in the future of long-term success of Harrisburg's corporate and small business communities. A review of past AXO students and activities indicates that approximately 100 of all participants completed high school and approximately 90% of all local medalists entered college, while the others pursued vocational careers. And whereas the city of Harrisburg will only make strides towards reaching its leadership potential as the capital city of Pennsylvania by recognizing AXO and like-minded programs geared towards the promotion of future leaders. Now, therefore, I, Eric Pappenfuss, Mayor of the City of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, do hereby this day recognize and honor, and each individual student's name will go in that place. And be it further proclaimed that I, Eric Pappenfuss, hereto set my hand and seal this 27th day of April in the year of our Lord, 2017, expressing great gratitude and support for the mission and vision of AXO, and do hereby deliver this proclamation with all due appreciation in the great city of Harrisburg, capital of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Thank you. Yes. Next, I'd like from our City Council, Councilman West Majors.
Good evening, everyone. I again want to extend my sincere thanks for this program and to all the students that are involved in this program. This is a great opportunity for our youth. And similar to Carl, we have a proclamation here in an effort to try to keep, be mindful of everyone's time. I'll just read it in part since Carl covered pretty much a lot of what City Council wants to extend our great wishes to the students here. So whereas on this 27th day of April 2017, it is with great pleasure that we join with the Greater Harrisburg AXO program as they recognize outstanding individuals and their achievements at their annual awards ceremony. And whereas AXO, a nonprofit program that was originally established in Chicago in 1977, operating under the administrative guidance of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP. Now for it be it proclaimed that I, Westboro Majors of City Council, do hereby offer my heartfelt best wishes to this year's AXO program participants as model citizens for others to emulate and applaud. Be it further proclaimed that I recognize and extend the best wishes to the Greater Harrisburg Region AXO program as they strive to make a difference by providing a positive environment for the youth of our city and continue to meet the challenges and the changing needs of God's people in these times and for the future. And future proclamation. So again, my sincere thanks to this program and to these students. Great job.
Next time, thank you so much for the proclamation. And in case I didn't make it clear, while the language is the same, each one of these proclamations has the individual name of the student participant. So that is a unique document. Now remember what I'm telling you. When you're a grandparent, you're going to pull them out, show them your kids. Remember what I'll say it again. Remember what I'm telling you. You're going to be pulling out to show your grandchildren what you were doing at your point in life to show that you have a future goal concept. These are dignitaries. They don't care, and what makes them such great people is they're so humble about it. They're taking their time to do this because they believe in you. Next, I want to have some greetings brought to us in presentation of our sponsors award by our National Board member, Justin Buckley-Blank.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I represent the NAACP National Board of Directors. Unfortunately, I'm the first female and the only person on the national board that is serving at this time. This is my 8th year, and I will be beginning my 9th year. It's one of my former students. I worked in Harrisburg School District for 30 years as a guidance counselor, and I called them my children. And so you all whose parents went to Harrisburg, you're my grandchildren, okay? But I would like to give you greetings from our local president, who cannot be with us, Reverend Frank Allen. He's president of the Greater Harrisburg Area Branch, and also from the chairman of the board. We have a new chairman. The men are now in charge mostly. Reverend Mr. Leon Russell is the new chairman of the national board. We elected him at the last meeting 3 months ago. And also the past chairman, Rosalind Brock, is president emeritus. Also, I bring you greetings from our president and CEO, Reverend Dr. Carnell William Brooks, and also 62 other members of the National Board of Directors. And I have served on the AXO committee since I have been on the national board, and it's very dear to my heart to be part of AXO. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting our children and my children. Are you ready?